And then the final part of this bitch is that I just put hella Old Bay on top. Like the Kardashian salad toss method. Look at that. Maybe put one more dusting of Old Bay. Just on top. Make sure that bitch all seasoned. And bet. Yeah, but on the low, this low-key makes Cane's like 10 times better. Because like, the main problem with Cane's about for me is that like, it's just so carried by the sauce. And like, they don't put a whole lot of other seasoning on that bitch. So if you really like, just aren't fucking with the sauce one day, or you get tired of it, it's like, oh, shit's chopped kind of, you know? Shit, man. I'm going to talk about some rather serious shit this episode. Get a little bit political a couple times. Just because there's a lot of things bouncing in my head that like, I have like a good thought on. And I'm just like, I kind of want to get out in one format. So I guess I'll get back to the usual whimsical shit next EP. But I'm going to yap about some of the thoughts. And the first off, this happened so long ago now. But I spoke about fucking Charlie Kirk. So I think I have to speak about this too. Renee Good, Alex Pretty, say whatever you want. Renee Good, generally say whatever the fuck you want about whether, you know, the shooting was justified, like, legally or something because, like, the officer felt threatened. But a woman got shot in the face. That's sad. That's a tragedy. And it's fucked up. And it's, you know, just think about this whole idea of, like, this is why we don't just have, like, militarized police just running around and just, like, grabbing people, you know? On the streets, causing all sorts of havoc. And then with the Alex Pretty thing, I mean, from the way I see it, a man damn near just got shot for legally owning a gun. That's just fucked. That's fucked. And it's being, like, a concerned citizen who's, like, doesn't want to be oppressed, you know? Doesn't want to fucking government up his ass. Like, you know, just kind of bullying people. Because I don't know, seeing police militarized like that, it's not making me feel good at all. Because they could do that to you next, you know what I'm saying? Also, just a little insane that nothing has came out of that yet. You know? I feel like, I mean, the NRA made an investigation into it. They should have been doing a lot more than fucking that. You know, I would actually be a lot bigger fan of the NRA if they actually stood up for everyone's gun rights and they weren't just like a political chess piece and a bootlicking organization that's just meant to, like, give Republicans a way to win and, like, organize people against, like, you know, sure, we're going to protect gun rights, but, like, we're going to get them to vote for people who, in other ways, in my opinion, kind of go against a lot of people's best interests. But regardless, and the whole thing to me is, like, so clearly, like, how these ICE raids do it. It's just normalizing mass surveillance and the militarization of the police for, like, future shit to push. Like, why do you think they're building all these AI data centers, bro? They're not because I'm using fucking Claude to low-key bang out a project. Like, it's dead ass mostly because a lot of these data centers are being built for, like, the military industrial complex to fucking spy on you. It is chopped. Like, the reason, like, the military has always been able to listen to all our phones and wiretap at any moment, right? However, they're not able to do that because, like, no one has the time to really listen to all that shit the whole time. And it would take way too much energy to actually, like, everyone listen to that shit, or, like, you know that person's doing something, or just to keep that data at all, or have something sift through it and, like, tick off when you say someone they don't like, you know? But with AI, bro, they can start to do this shit. And that's, like, what Palantir's trying to do. Like, build database on each person. They're trying to have you tap on your phone and fucking listen to you. Right, so this is what I think they're trying to do. Listen to you, and then they're kind of already listening to you, but the second you say something they don't like, they can add that to your file. Like, the AI model is essentially, like, putting these mass collections of data, and they're, like, quickly processing what's useful, what's not, and then now they'll be able to constantly listen, you know, at some point. That'd be tough. That'd be tough. Also, they just seem like such obviously just, like, not real to me. Because do you think the man who's a billionaire who doesn't know what a corner store is, doesn't know what a corner store is, has any of the possibly really legitimate concerns and gripes you have with high level of immigration, whether it's economic or cultural? Fuck no! Dude, he's like literally profited off, like, bro, dude, like, what are we doing? And I'm not really gonna state my full opinion on every part of immigration because I think it'll distract from the point of this, of my point here. And also, yeah, I was distracted from the point of it. I will say that maybe it's like keeping a country, keeping its borders is like a pretty important like part of the shit, you know, part of like being a country. But that's even that's even besides the point. Well, that's actually not besides the point, because another thing that makes it so obvious that this ICE raid shit isn't really about any of that, besides like striking fear into people, is that it's just inefficient and doesn't work. It takes so much money to do that shit, and it's not even that efficient deporting people. Like, you are way better off just asking people to leave nicely and paying for their flight back to wherever the fuck, you know? And because a lot of people don't even like want to be here, you know? We just like I probably wouldn't say the majority, but like a lot of them are just here because we fuck their countries, and our military does, and that's awful. And I'm not about imperialism at all. I don't fuck that shit at all. I'll put the number out there. But a lot of people Donald Trump's had significantly more success just asking people to leave. Also, like, Obama deported more people than Trump. Like, he's actually, they're not even good at it. This police shit isn't even about immigration, bro. It's about what that signals, you know, type shit, you know? What that normalizes. And honestly, along with the AI data centers, I think what's going to happen is there's going to be huge backlash from Trump being an idiot. And a lot of billionaires, they put their bucks and their dogs on a Democrat next election cycle. The Democrats going to win, and they're going to, like, sweep away, like, gun rights, like, major changes, and this, like, major moves, like, disarm the people in a lot of ways. And this might not happen because maybe the Supreme Court will stop it, but hopefully. What up? So then, so that we're easier to oppress the population.
Bro, after the Iran deal, Trump's low-key a beauty.
Nigga, how? Oh,
because he boned Israel. He compromised pretty hard with Iran, but everyone that's hating on the compromises is low-key.
I don't look at the compromise too much,
bro. But I like looking at it, like it boosts up Iran's economy.
Dub,
which I don't think is bad because gas prices get lowered. And like Iran with a better economy
makes the world a better place.
Yeah, like I don't think that's like those people. The people of Iran.
They won't leave then. Like that's literally what you got.
Yeah, like the people of Iran shouldn't have to suffer.
Absolutely not. That's why I hate that shit. When you actually just help other countries, people don't come here and it wants a better place. He's like the number one nigga just like measuring his cock. Even
yeah, exactly.
His small hands too, but like.
Yeah, I'm like Donald Trump's cock might not be big, but Donald Trump has a big cock in spirit. And they tried to test his. They tried to measure his dick size.
The thing is with Donald Trump is a teetotaler. He has not drank.
Trump's
he's never smoked darts.
Well, he's lying his ass off. Trump's a fucking Adderall blow addict. That's what they say.
Bro, that might be a little propaganda.
Okay, but
Trump is dude. That's the most boner shit. Only doing stimulants and drink. That's worse. Being a teetotaler, only doing stims and then not drinking.
Hear me out. Has like I feel like Trump is a guy who has like chronic ADHD, but his heart's in the right place. That's how I feel about Trump.
I'm not super familiar with what Drew was talking about in there with the Iran deal, but it might be a dub, it might be gas. I take a second to process news. Yeah, but inherently though, like, I was pretty chopped, not even about immigration or your concerns with that, because why would the government, you really think the government that is the same one that will replace you with H-1Bs whenever a corporation wants cheap labor, and the same one that wants other countries' resources, the same one that will start the same exact damn wars that cost people to come here because their countries are being ruined, and the same government that just like kind of lies to you all the time. Like, well, this is gone, but there's a little bit more to yap about. Well, it's the next morning now, and after the bar, I'm in shambles. But, like, if you're a Trump supporter, like, no hate, because I love you and respect your opinion. I hope it doesn't push you off, like, this video, because I'm always down to have open dialogue and conversations they really save. And I don't think it's your fault for all the shit people to be like, oh yeah, the Trump supporters vote for this. They need, like, I've seen some really nasty stuff on that, being like, fucking blaming them, calling them shits. And that's not how you change someone's opinion. That's not how you change their heart. And, like, it's just so unproductive. Like, it's not the fault of the people who vote for Donald Trump. It's the fault of the politicians for the past 20 years that have left a group of people so forgotten about and disenfranchised and haven't spoken to them to the point where they were willing to cling on to any hope they were given. And Donald Trump started saying shit that, like, we like to hear. Like, I don't want to damn vote for him because he's just saying shit that people like to hear. And the day that I filmed this episode was Juneteenth. And I posted something in my story being like, Happy Juneteenth on Instagram. And a certain demographic of people liked it and, like, damn near them only. So I think, like, people, like, take that as a political statement. I think that's so stupid. Like, everyone should celebrate Juneteenth. It's a day to commemorate, like, where America got better and stopped doing a bad thing and made the right choice and got closer to, like, at least, like, a good vision. And at the end of the day, it's just another holiday where you don't have to work and you can have a good time. And you should treat it, you should at the very least treat it as, like, a pregame to the 4th of July. That's, like, really the mindset. That's the grind set. And also, let's not do this thing where we don't celebrate the 4th of July. That's ridiculous. You should celebrate Juneteenth and the 4th of July. It's got to be both. I'm going to touch on Black Bill real quick. And that's just low-key chopped. But also, it makes me have a hella empathy for women because I realize that's low-key how women have lived for, like, forever, bro. Like, the whole idea that, like, your looks affect how people treat you and how successful you are in life, it's just, like, the reality for women for, like, such a long time, you know? And, like, I think it's pretty clear. I mean, from such a young age, women are, like, actually paying attention to their appearance and shit, and it's just, like, that's fucked up. And that's why it's, like, really important not to view women through, like, a sexual lens all the time. And, like, just first and foremost, remember they're just, like, a person, and another person you can be friends with, they can be your boy, and that person to be friendly with, a person who's trying to have a good day, and just trying to live life. And, like, of course, there's, like, differences in, like, gender and, like, those dynamics that you should maybe be conscientious of. But, like, first and foremost, that's just another person. Type shit, just be kind. And I low-key think collabs a plant to, like, normalize transhumanism and tell people there's something wrong with them. So we're starting all these, like, modifications in their bodies. And I think in general, the whole Black Pill thing is just society giving into its most mortal sins of vanity, judgment, bias, shallowness, just sick stuff. Nothing wrong with improving yourself. You know, I'm in the gym right now, but these people are compromising their health, doing really dumb stuff, and just like your relationships, your friends, and how you are as a dude matters a lot more. You know? Damn, bro, maybe I'm just chopped though. Maybe I'm like, damn, I'm just a low-tier normie. What was Grandma talking about? She was like, yo, you'd be a lady killer someday. I'll be a heartbreaker. Low-key am, but like just in the way that you're just like disappointed. You know? And he was also to see God in everything. You know? It makes sense that deer are easiest to kill when they're like in the rut. The intensity of his desire makes it blind to danger. You know, control your urges, that could be a real thing. Another thing I think it's important for y'all to know is that I love this country to death. Like I said, all that stuff about Trump and our government, but I love this place. I love this land. I love its people. I love its culture. I love damn near all of it. I love its history. I love this place. And I always say this, I may not like its government always. I may even hate it, but I love this land. I love its people. I love its culture. And I love it more than my own mother. And that's exactly what makes me a patriot. I'm not even kidding you. The first time in my life I ever put an American flag in my room, I hung it over my bed. And as I put it up, I started crying. Tears got in my eyes and I got hard. My dick got hard. I got erect. Unreal experience. Even my cock stands for the flag. I love this country. Anywho's, I hope you all have a great day. Love y'all. Thank you for letting me laugh about some more serious subjects. And I hope you have a great day and God bless.